Second, while I try to get everything set up here. Let me move this so you don't see the reflection. I don't know if I can move it. That's all right, you won't see it for a little bit. All right, guys, welcome back to Shop Talk Tuesday Live. Give me 1 second while I get everything set up. So we're going to be mixing epoxy tonight. What you guys chime in, tell me where you're chiming in from. So type in, chime in, whatever you want to do. Let me know where you're chiming in from while I get everything set up here, okay? We're going to be mixing some epoxy, just a little bit here. And you guys, we voted on YouTube. We did a poll and we voted, and you guys chose snakeskin. And it's a little piece that I found, probably about this big, that I found in my shop. And so because I'm going to be going back and forth between my computer and here, you might not see me while I'm reading comments, okay? So just give me a few minutes to get set up, and while you guys are doing that, let me know if you guys voted on that poll or not. All right, so let me get my epoxy out of here. Ouch. Okay, we're going to be using, because I have some left over, we have a really small amount. And we're going to be using, I didn't have anything clear, so we're going to be using this clear water bottle so you guys can see when I pour inside. Now, while you guys are thinking about this epoxy stuff, I want you guys to pick a color. We're going to be using, if you don't want a color, we can still do clear or whatever. Bear with me. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry for leaving for a second. I just want to make sure you got everything. All right. So we got some epoxy colors here, the resin dyes, and we'll go ahead and lay them out here, and we can start doing this thing. Okay, let me go ahead and tilt it down. So you guys can see. All right. All right, so I have a bunch of colors here. We got emerald green, we got peach red, we got violet, we got bright red, we got light green. Okay, let's see, we got it says yellow. Is that right? Yeah, got some yellow. We got just a touch of peacock blue, just a little bit of that. I might not be able to use that. There's not very much in there. We've got lemon yellow, orange, white, which might not be able to use white. We got ruby red, blue violet, and caramel, or caramel, or whatever you guys want to say there. All right, so go ahead and start picking the colors. Let me know. I'm gonna put in the, go ahead and go to the comments and pick some colors. Let me know what you want. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing cut up real quick. Be careful your earbuds there. Whoever's wearing earbuds, I don't want to destroy your. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Sorry if you can still hear me. I'm going to try to get this all set up for you. All right, while we wait for that to load, as you guys know, if you've been on my channel before, I do not have the best service. So we got to wait for all that stuff. All right, let me go ahead and start answering some questions at least, right, guys? All right, so we got here. Let me get back here. I want to say hello to Jennifer, Jeremy Peace, Ray, Anthony, Ins Print, what's up? Maddie, hey Maddie. Maddie says blue violet. People say purple, purple, blue violet. My mom said hot pink, but we didn't give hot pink there. Violet, it looks like violet, okay. And Ray says, how come you don't have your dog with you? Well, that's because she is sleeping. All right, guys, so it looks like we're going to do, it looks like we have more votes for, let's see, we got one for violet, saying purple, blue, violet, blue, violet, blue, violet. Oh, man, okay, so it looks like purple or violet is the best one. Right here. Looks like we're going to be doing violet, all right? Okay, we're going to be doing some violet. Let's get rid of... All right, so got our mixing cup, and we're going to start mixing up some epoxy here. We're using our DIY epoxy, and this is a 2-1 mixture. If you can tell, you got just a smaller hardener bottle versus the large epoxy bottle. Sorry, bear with me, guys. Man, I am just unprepared this evening. I'm glad you guys are here with me. I really appreciate it. Give me one second. Here's the snake skin, so we're going to kind of stick that right in there, but I want to make sure my bottle is dry. That's one thing you guys want to do, is make sure your stuff is dry. You don't want any kind of contaminants or moisture in there. Hey guys, sorry I'm back. I hope I didn't lose all you guys. I didn't want to be gone too long. Looks like I'm going to have to be stirring with a pencil because I seem to not have any stir sticks. Man, I told you I am unprepared. Had a long day at work today for sure. So get back to some comments here. It says, my M said, I tried to watch videos 4 to 6 on the big dining table, but I couldn't find them. Well, that's weird, my M. If you go over to my channel, you can search, go into the recent videos. You should be able to see all of them there. Anthony says, is the DIY epoxy going to be in your description? Thanks. Yeah, I can totally add it there. Ray says, come on, man. Ray, I'm so sorry, man. I know. I'm struggling this evening. All right. Sorry, I got a stir stick right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and start pouring some epoxy. We are going to get our hardener. We're going to mix in about 4 ounces of hardener. All right. Okay, we got 4 ounces of hardener, and then we'll go ahead, because it's a 2-to-1, we're going to mix up 8 ounces of epoxy, which should give us all the way to 12 ounces. Okay. All right, here we go. So we'll have 12 ounces total of epoxy, 4 plus 8. All right, there we go. All right, quick question, guys. Do you want it to be opaque? No, we don't want it opaque. We're gonna do it somewhat translucent for this purple. Here we go. Now when you guys are mixing your epoxy, you want to mix for a few minutes, making sure that, I don't know if you can see this, see all the stringiness in there? We want to make sure that it's not stringy. You want it to be all consistent mixture. So while I'm mixing this, I'm going to go ahead and read some comments and questions. Chad says, hey Nathan, hey y'all, and my M says, I did and it didn't show. I even did a keyword search. That's very strange. I'm sorry that you don't, I'm not sure how to tell you how to find it, except for if you click my channel and click on my videos, all you have to do is scroll. It has every single video out there, so I'm not sure why it's not coming up. Ray says, just kidding, man, you're doing a fine job, thanks. And Jennifer says, no judgment, you're doing fine. Oh, that's awesome, guys. And Anthony says, yeah, no worries, we all struggle. And Jennifer says, what will the blank you're making be turned into? So we're going to be turning a couple of bottle stoppers. So we'll have some pretty cool, weird bottle stoppers. Aaron says purple, purple. So we're definitely doing purple. And then Jennifer says nightlight, LOL, yeah. Yep, we'll be getting to that soon. And I'm not making this into a nightlight, that'd be kind of weird. Richard Collins says, yo Nathan, from Mitch. Okay, see, so guys, we don't have anything stringy anymore. It's clear. We'll go ahead and we'll add some pigment. All right, so we got our violet here. And we're gonna go ahead and put some of this violet in there. So you guys can see, do a couple drops. A little goes a long way with certain colors. So like 4 drops, we'll see how that works, and we'll keep mixing. All right, let's keep mixing. That's not purple enough. Here, we'll do a couple more, do about 4 more drops. All right. All right, guys, should I go more purple than that? You think I should go more purple than that? So Ray says, do you have a lathe to make a bottle stopper? Yes, I do. We're definitely going to be turning this on the lathe. And Renee says more purple, so we'll definitely put more purple. Chad, hit me up with a super chat. Thanks, Chad. Really appreciate that, man. And then Cindy says, do you like drops of pigment versus powder? Why? So I like them both. They both have different pros and cons because the pigment is going to give you more like a metallic look, whereas this resin dye is going to give you a clear, translucent, without any kind of metallic shimmer. It's going to be more like a candy color, so they're both good for those things. I'm going to do just a few more drops and I think we'll be done with that. All right. Okay. Now let's go ahead and dunk this thing in there. I actually, you know what? I think I may pour some resin in there first. Here we go. We're going to be doing a little bit of trial and error here. All right, let's go ahead and pour just a little bit in here first. All right. And we'll hold the snakeskin in there. And then we'll go ahead and pour some more. Does it look like it's floating? All right, it looks like it's floating a little bit, so we'll go ahead and take our stick, kind of push him down in there. All right. Looks like what I have to do, because he's floating, what I'll have to do is I'll have to get it down in there like that. Now I know it's hard to see, but he is actually down in there. We have quite a bit down in there. That's gonna look cool. All right, look at that. Super weird. I don't know if you can see it, but it's all in there. So he's dead in the center. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this set up. I'll come back with a heat gun. As you can tell, it's got a lot of bubbles in there, and we'll go ahead and heat this up. And then next week, when it's all cured, next Shop Talk Tuesday, we'll be taking this out to the lathe, and we will get all that set up and turned onto the lathe into some bottle stoppers. Okay? So I have a few more things for you. I had some extra epoxy left over, and so I turned a couple accidents pretty much into some coasters. So if you guys like these coaster molds, I really like these coaster molds. You can see sometimes if you overfill them, you get like a little burr here. These almost look like glass. So I mixed a little bit of green to give you like a glass looking coaster, which I think they're really cool. And the sound that these things make are super satisfying. There's another one right there. And then finally, the last one. If you look, when you pull these things out, they have a pretty nice gloss finish. This is my first time. I was trying to make glass, kind of look like glass. It actually came out really nicely. Now we used Goodview Woodworks avocado pigment for this one right here. Just a little bit of it. And a little bit of peacock blue, I think. So this came out really nicely. Yeah, the other day when I was mixing up that stuff for the applewood, if you guys have seen it, I mixed way too much, so we got one of these. We'll also we'll also turn one of these on the lathe, and I'm not sure what I'm going to make out of this one yet, though. Go ahead and bust this thing out. So how's your week been? Let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and read some comments while I bust this thing out. Okay. Paul says, that's too much, take some out. Yeah, right. Ray says, when you're stirring that epoxy, can you overmix it? Ray, no, you cannot overmix it, but you can incorporate too many bubbles into it. But you can always pull the bubbles out as long as you pour it very slowly. And Ray says, Ins Print says, ooh, pretty. Yeah, it's awesome. Thanks, Ins Print. Ray says, how do you figure out how much epoxy you need when you make something round? So that's easy. If you're making something round, you want to use the area of a cylinder, which is pi r squared times height, to give yourself the cubic inches, and then you divide by 231 to get gallons. Ray says, hope your family is doing good. Night, love to watch you make stuff. Thanks, Ray. Renee says, nice coasters. Anthony says, nice, hope to catch you next week. And what time? I'm Pacific. Anthony, so it's 7:15 Eastern, so that would be 4:15 Pacific. Renee says, can you add the link for the coaster molds, please? For sure. Jenna says, Ray, not really only over mixing, except that you have the amount for setup time. Be done mixing and pouring before catalyst starts. That's exactly right, Jennifer. Chad says, rubber mallet, Nathan. Yeah, I know, that's right. Jenna says, I really like that avocado pigment. And Will says, will ya below? No way, I'm not saying that. Thanks, great show. Come on, Will, can't be saying stuff like that. All right, so let's start getting this thing up out of here. If you can see it kind of release from the sides there. Oh, I already cracked it. I already cracked the cup. Oops. Good thing they're cheap, huh? Okay. It's even got one little bubble right on the very bottom. Cool. So guys, leave some comments. Let me know what you think I should make of this, like when I turn it down on the lathe. What do you think I should do? Let me know. So here's the snake skin you can see. So I can show you in the top. It's gonna be super pretty. All right. So that's all I got for you this evening. We went ahead and poured some stuff. Got that snakeskin in there. Guys, leave me a comment. Do you like this kind of stuff? Do you like seeing weird things poured in epoxy? And if you do, let me know what other things that you like poured in epoxy. I'm going to try to step it up a little bit with the live so you guys can see some more exciting stuff. And we can go from there. Also, if you guys haven't checked out the latest video, be sure to do that, and I will actually be uploading a video in the next couple days because I missed this past weekend. So we'll be adding tool reviews to this channel, which I think is an awesome benefit because we really I think a good thing would be to just kind of show you guys how to step up some tools and stuff, because really time is money, and if I can help you save some time and money, that's what I want to do. Okay. So let me get back to some comments. We've had some kind of, yeah, Jeremy. Sorry guys, I'm gonna get this guy out here. He's gone, so I just blocked him. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that guy, Will, or whatever his name was. So messed up. Hopefully you guys are still on here. And California Critic says, I guess Will won't be welcome anymore. Yeah, that's for sure. Inns Prince says, Will is all over lives. I bet he'll be back. He always comes back. These kids need to go back into classrooms. Oh, yeah. Renee Portis is still here. Inns Prince is still here. Okay, that's good, guys. Sorry about that. I really am. It was weird. It was kind of like, for some reason, my internet stopped all of a sudden, but I think we're good now. And then Ray says there's always an ass in the crowd. That's for sure. Okay, Maddie says still here. And Inns Princess bath bomb. Yes. Okay, so here it goes with the bath bomb. So I've been trying to figure out what to do about the bath bomb, because if it dissolves in the epoxy, it's going to be like all over the, like it'll be all blend in by the time the epoxy sets up. So I'm thinking I may do some like quick set or something, but if I pour it too thick, I'm afraid it'll overheat and melt the bucket or something like that. So I'm still kind of debating on whether I should do that. Anthony says, yeah, I couldn't see nothing, now I can. Yeah, something had with my internet, it like dropped for some reason, but I think we're good now. Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for watching this Shop Talk Tuesday. It was our first, well, kind of our second project style one, and I really need to get better getting all set up, and so you guys aren't watching, you know, a blank screen with nothing moving. So I think what we'll do is we'll get some of these things figured out, and I will try to get it fixed next week. So Anthony says the molds again, do they need to be filled? Yes, but fill them level with the top. Don't make sure it's not spilling over. And then Inns Prince says, what if you do half of the ball in the epoxy and half out? That's a good idea. I didn't think about that. Especially if we pour it. Yeah, I think we could do that. That might be a better idea. So, all right, guys. I'm going to call it for this evening. Thank you for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel, as always, as you guys always do. And thank you for commenting and all that stuff, too. It's been really awesome. I will catch you on the next one. And thanks for hanging out with us, guys. See ya. Love you. Mean it. Bye-bye.